holidays. From our team to your family, we sure hope that you have a wonderful holiday season filled with hope, love, and joy, and hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving spent with family and friends, and were able to give thanks for all the blessings that you've had. We certainly, during this time of Thanksgiving and joy and hope, would like to extend to you a hearty message of thankfulness as well, because we simply cannot do what we do without you. Our business is built solely on repeat and referral clients just like you. And frankly, without you, we wouldn't be able to do what we love. So from our families to yours, please know that we are incredibly grateful for you and everything that you have invited us to do to help with your families during some of the most important times of your lives. With that being said, we've had some incredible events over the past few weeks. This is always the busiest time of year for us, and we absolutely love seeing all of you. The first event that we had was our Photos with Santa at our office on the 19th of November. We welcomed over 500 people to this event, and while we did have it in a slightly different location that I think we're going to be tweaking for next year, we were overwhelmed with the turnout. It was so great to see so many of you, and hope you enjoyed your time with Santa as well as time with each other. The next event that we had was on the 22nd for our annual Thanksgiving Day Pie Pickup, where we were able to welcome almost 100 of you to come and pick up your pie for Thanksgiving and allow us to be a part of your Thanksgiving traditions. Whether that was staying here in Indy or traveling, we sure hope that you enjoyed your pie, and thank you for making us a part of your Thanksgiving Day meal. We always love doing this, and we hope to continue doing it again in the future. Then on December the 1st, we had two very special events. One I'll start off with was to finish up the day, and that was our final happy hour of the year. We had to move it back into December because of holidays and commitments and so forth, but we sure loved seeing all of you and having a great time for our last happy hour of the year. Our next one won't be until the fourth Thursday in January due to some unforeseen commitments that we have, but we will look forward to welcoming you back to Matt the Millers on the fourth Thursday in January from 5 to 6:30, and hope you will join us there. I'd like to give a short shout out to Jonathan Walla and his team at Walla Painting. They are our preferred painter for our team, and they have definitely earned that. Jonathan has painted my house both in and out, and we couldn't be any happier with the work that he's done. So a lot of our clients have used Jonathan and have been incredibly happy with his results, so we encourage you to call him if you have any questions or if you would like to schedule him to come out for a quote. The other event on the 1st that we had, and the last one I'm holding, was incredibly special. It was incredibly powerful, and it was a very moving experience. It was our Holocaust survivors special presentation. We were fortunate enough to be able to know Frank Grunwald. He is a friend of my father's, and we have invited him now to 3 events to talk and share his experiences during the Holocaust, where he has survived not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 concentration camps. He has an absolutely haunting and powerful story to share with all of us. And we were so grateful that not only did he accept our invitation to come and speak to Guerin Catholic last year to my daughter Anna's class, but also to my youngest daughter Tali's class to Westfield Intermediate School. And then he also accepted our invitation to speak to the Westfield community being hosted by the Westfield Chamber of Commerce. We were incredibly happy to be the title sponsor for this event, where we invited 20 of our clients to provide a free opportunity for them to hear Frank firsthand, and many of you also bought tickets on your own. I think we had over 30 clients in total who were able to hear Frank speak, and then we also sponsored 3 tables for Guerin Catholic, Westfield High School, and Coram Day, the Latin school here in Hamilton County, where we had over 62 students who were able to come and listen to Frank speak. If you were there, you know just how powerful and impactful of a presentation he gives. And we're so grateful for all of you who were able to attend. I think there were over 230 people. So if you were one of those people, thank you for coming. Thank you for sitting through a very uncomfortable presentation. We knew it would be, but it's absolutely something that is important and needs to be heard. So we don't know if Frank will be available to speak at other events, but for those of you who heard him, you certainly had a treat. Now, getting into some other things we have coming up. We have a sellers workshop coming up on December the 13th that I am hosting. Make sure that you read the full intro that I have in the newsletter, which is below this link, and it'll give you a lot more details. But as on the 13th, if you or someone that you care about is even remotely thinking about selling next year, or if you just want a home valuation, please contact me at steve@welcome2indy.com. I'll be happy to register you for this workshop or to provide a home valuation for you. Things have changed a lot in the past few months. And then Thea at the end of January is going to be doing her ever popular buyers workshop. You do not want to miss this. If you're thinking about getting into the housing market next year, you want to make sure that you hear Thea. We both are going to be talking about some of the top tips that you need to know in order to survive this market and maximize your value, which is incredibly important because things have changed. Speaking of change, we've had a lot of changes over the past few months. We went from the spring being the hottest market in history to now definitely seeing the slowdown that the Fed had created. It is not all doom and gloom, however, and there are a lot of tools out there to help you in this market. Here's our one tip, and make sure that you read the entire intro that I wrote below this. And it'll give you a lot more information as well as the monthly stats from MyBoard. But hear this. We are fully anticipating rates to continue to drop. They've already dropped about 1 full percentage point in the past 30 days. They are expected to continue to drop into the second quarter of next year, where we hope that they'll settle in around the 5% range. This has been a pretty consistent consensus by economists, and if this does happen, we do expect it to be a very hot spring market with a lot more inventory coming on the market and a lot more buyers. What this means is that buyers are going to be coming out of the woodwork. It's going to create a lot more competition, which is going to mean a lot more price increases. So if you're thinking about buying a house, I would recommend looking now and taking advantage of some of the tools that I mentioned below. They can be extremely effective and end up saving you tens of thousands of dollars in the long run. And you're going to have your pick of houses versus have to choose from the leftovers that might be available in the spring market. We'll see what happens. Nothing is for sure. So anyway, that's a little bit of an overview, but we sure appreciate you. I hope you take time to read the newsletter this month. By the way, this is the newsletter that you received in print is the last one that you're going to receive, at least for a while. We have received a lot of comments from people saying that they like the digital one better and trying to save some money as well as save some trees. We've decided to cut back on the paper ones. The calendar that you received also was the last one that you're going to be receiving after 50 years. We decided to put a halt to that. It's just the cost got to be prohibitive, as well as so many people have told us that they really don't use the wall calendars nearly as much as they used to because of digital devices. So we decided to redevelop resources, redeploy resources other places. So anyway, if you want the newsletter, let us know. We'll definitely keep track of that, and if enough people like to see it, we'll certainly redeploy that and start sending that out paper again. So just trying to change with the times. But thanks for listening. Read the rest of the intro that I wrote. It has a lot more details and information. And if there's anyone else that you know that we can help next year with their real estate needs, if they're even thinking about selling, have them give us a call. We'd be happy to sit down and talk with them about their specific situation to see how they can make the most of this housing market. From our family to yours, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, a happy holidays, and a wonderful new year, which is filled with prosperity, happiness, and joy. Thanks so much for listening.